Hello and welcome to Dreamers Meeting number 19. Um, this is direct to you from Kuala Lumpur, Petaling Jaya to be specific, in Malaysia. So I'm at my favorite Starbucks, having my coffee. This is where I used to hang out a lot during my last 2 years here in Kuala Lumpur. Anyway, reason why I'm doing this not live, I think it is recorded in the afternoon. This is Tuesday. It's because I'm afraid tonight I do not have time to come live because I made an appointment to have dinner with the boys in the shelter in Klang. So I will be heading off to have dinner with them. We're gonna have KFC because it's school holidays. I just want to give them a treat and to catch up with them. So I hope this episode, whether live or not, will still be beneficial to you. So I just want to, catch up with our Dreamers community. Anyway, I want to start off today by talking about the 4 questions that as a mentor, I like to ask the people that I mentee. I spent some time with somebody 2 days ago in KL. In fact, I just met up with him in Puchong 2 days ago. And the first question I asked him was, so what is your goal? What's your dream? And what's your goal for the rest of the year until end of this year? Well, important question to ask to make sure that everyone is dreaming. Everyone have a goal to reach. So you get a lot of insights when you are being challenged with that question. So what is your goal? What is it that you really want to accomplish by end of this year? So that gives us an idea whether are we really a dreamer or are we just drifting, just doing what comes our way every single time, and not thinking about that long-term goal and long-term perspective of what we really want, as we live our life. So it makes a lot of difference having a dream or not. Having a dream just gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, where you are heading, and I think that's very important. So what are your goals from now until end of the year? So that's the first question. The second question I want to ask you is this. So whatever that you are doing, right, what will make you double your output or double your life, your business, if you are doing business? What will double your happiness? What is it that will 2 times your success? And that's a very important question, because sometimes we set our goals and we set our dreams too small, so much so that we are not inspired, we are not looking at the way to break through that goal or that dream. So because we set our goals too small, so we set goals like, I just want to be more kind or more useful, something that is not specific and not that's not measurable and not specific. So my question to ask you, how do you 2 times your success, 2 times what you are doing right now? I think will help you think about the types of things that you are doing, and challenge you to really look at what can double your success. I think that's very important. So the third question I always ask people is that, so what's your challenges? What was your greatest challenge right now? What are you facing? It could be a resource problem, it could be a people problem, a relationship problem, it could be many things. So I want you to think about what is your greatest problem, and this question will help us think about where maybe our greatest breakthrough will come from. I remember recently think 2 weeks ago, I was talking with somebody. She asked about her work, and she was really sharing about how her work was hard, and then one of the reasons why it's hard is because of her boss. Okay, and her boss is very demanding, and she will do things that people do not like, but yet I think she always get the role as a boss because of the things that she's willing to do. And then after that, she mentioned about wondering how what is the next step for her to progress in her work. So the thing I share with her is that, okay, look at that greatest struggle that you are facing, greatest problem that you are facing. Maybe there lies the greatest breakthrough that you will get. So it's true that the greatest challenges or the greatest problems that we face is the door to the greatest breakthrough or the greatest outcome. So the 2 times or the double outcome that you are looking for, may be found in your greatest challenge or greatest struggle. So if it's resources, look at that, and if it's people, look at that. And I find that a lot of times when it comes to people, because I've experienced it myself, when I was growing up in my career, in my skills, in the different areas of my life, that whenever I hit a people problem, let's say a boss problem, I say I don't like that boss, right? I think there is the door to the greatest growth that I can have. So I remember always saying that, I don't like that boss, I don't like that leader, right? And I think that's the greatest hindrance to me becoming a boss or becoming a leader, because I'm not willing to do what they are willing to do. So sometimes what we don't like, maybe just an attitude or the skill or the manner in which the person present it, but it shouldn't rob us from seeing ourselves playing the role that the person is playing. So yeah, what will 2 times your success could be, taking up a new role, and you can't take up the new role if your greatest challenge is that you don't like the person that is playing that role, okay, in your environment. So think about the greatest challenges, the greatest problems. So how can you overcome it? Maybe you can overcome it by listening to that problem, what that problem is actually telling you about your next step of growth, okay, in your life. Okay, and the last question is this, with the challenges that you face, with the problems that you face, so what have you tried? What are the strategies you have tried? Maybe you have read a book, you have learned from somebody, and you have applied it to resolve that problem. Okay, so what has worked and what hasn't worked? And then finally, so what are you willing to do about it? Okay, about the issue and the challenges, and what are you willing to try again? Okay, so maybe you can look at into different ways, like you have always taken a course, or you have taken you have read a book or something like that. Maybe a mentor will help you, okay, a real life mentor. In my life, I have been challenged by real life mentors the most. Okay, I learn the most when I'm sitting with them and talking with them and exchanging ideas and asking them questions. So maybe a coach or a real life mentor, will work for you. So whatever it is, these are the 4 questions, mentoring questions that I asked you today. So I hope this is beneficial to fuel your dream from now until end of the year, and I hope that you will find success. Okay, these are my questions to you, okay, in your pursuit of your dreams. Now with that, I have asked you my questions, so I hope that you can ask me yours as well. So if you have been following this channel, enjoying our episodes, so I want to encourage you to leave your questions. What do you want to listen? What do you want to hear? What do you want to learn? Okay, Human School will empower you in your dreams, in your journey, okay, being the best that you can be, by being just 1% better every single day. So I hope you leave your questions and your comments, and for those of you who have been following and you have not subscribed, I encourage you to please subscribe. It will help me a lot. Do me this favor, and share it with your friends. But share it with yourself first, and help me like. Okay, it's free, and it will do nothing to you, but it will do so much to me and to this channel, spreading this channel to more people and reaching more people with my message. So that's the thing. Okay, anyway, today the main topic of what I'm going to share with you today is about this thing about the function of a successful life. Okay, I remember sharing this with one of my mentee maybe 3 weeks back. I shared with him about what I've observed, in life, what I observe in successful people, in my own personal journey and the journey of those people that are more successful than others. What is the ingredient, that I find most, in these people? And I told him that it's actually a function of 3 things. So I just want to share with you these 3 things, and I hope that you will find something useful there to apply in your life, that you can make sure that these ingredients are there. So your success in life is really a function of D.A.M. And this D.A.M. will be something that will kickstart your dream, will catalyze and will times 2 your success in your journey to find a meaningful and successful life. So what is D? D stands for dream. Yeah, I'm sure you know that. I talk about that a lot, and it's a key theme in my philosophy of life, in my way of mentoring people, because this is what I find. I find that between willpower and dream, dreams will always trump willpower. I think no matter how disciplined you are, how motivated you are, right, doing things based on sheer willpower will fail compared to somebody who dream first, to have a vision of what they want to become, have a reason why they want to become what they want to become, and having that dream first. What does it look like? Do you really want it? Is it your dream, or is it a dream that you inherited from somebody, or somebody that you work with have that dream? So that's very important. So the first function is the function of dreams. Make sure you have it, and when you have dreams, getting there is so much easier. I remember something triggered me recently, because I've been traveling quite a bit. Right now I'm in KL, I was in Singapore, and then prior to that I was in Myanmar, and then we had a holiday in Langkawi. And we're going to do a Songkids Festival in Langkawi soon on the 15th of April if everything works out. So I'll be traveling there as well. So it just strike me, whenever I buy a ticket, right? I bought a coach ticket from Singapore to Malaysia, and whenever I buy it, right, I always get to where I want to go. And then wherever I go to the online to buy an air ticket, right, I want to go Myanmar, and when I have decided that I want to go Myanmar, right, that I always end up there. Whether it's cheaper or it's more expensive, or it's easier or it's difficult, right? Sometimes you may compare the price or compare websites and all these things. Whether whether it's expensive or cheap, easy or hard, right, you always get there. You always get to where you have decided to go. So I think it's amazing, isn't it, that every trip that people have planned to go and wanted to go, right, and if they really decided to go, right, they can get there. Of course, with COVID, it will prolong the trip, right, but eventually you still get there because you have an intention, you have a dream, you have that goal of wanting to go to that place. So it's the same thing with life, right? Your life is like that transport mechanism, that transport system. all it requires for you to do is to decide where you want to go, right? And the rest, will take care of itself. Okay, I'm sure. So with that analogy, I think it really challenges me, and it really leave an impression upon me that a lot of times people don't reach their dream, don't reach where they want to go, is because they have not decided where they want to go in the first place. They have not decided where they don't have the intention where they want to go. And I think that's a very very sad thing, if somebody have not decided where they want to go in life. When it is proven that everyone who has an intention to go where they want to go, who knows in their heart where they want to go on, they will get there. So that's something for you. So your successful life is the function of D.A.M, and the D stands for dream. Okay. And then what is A? Okay. The A is a very important ingredient. Okay. It stands for action. Okay. So your action is the only key to your success. The action is the only key to your success. Right? Having a dream already, it is the only key to your success, because if you don't take action, you will not get there. That's for sure. So what's this action? This action is what I'm talking about, a consistent action. So it's doing this thing regularly, that action regularly, right? And consistently. Okay, so this is the boring part of the equation. Okay, D, the dream, is the wonderful that thing that is so that's easier to do, right, than consistent action. So action is the boring part of that interesting thing you can do, but it's necessary. So I always tell people that how do you achieve consistent action is this: don't fall in love with your dream. Okay, you have a dream there. Okay, I'm sorry, the recording stopped. So I was at the second point about action, consistent action. So it's important to do the boring stuff of consistent action. Okay, I tell people that don't fall in love with your dream, okay, but fall in love with your process. So your process is the one that you need to fall in love with, and really need to put your attention to build. Okay, so this is your routine basically. When you wake up, right, every day, what do you do? So your routine that you do every single day, okay, contributes to the dream that you have set yourself to do. So it's very important, okay, to invest in your consistent action. So what do you do on a regular basis? That's why I spend a lot of time leading myself. I say that leadership is 90% leading yourself. Okay, I think I learned this from one of the leaders, church leaders that I follow. How to manage yourself. So important thing is to invest in consistent action. So that's the second function that is part of what a successful life is. So a successful life is a function of D.A.M. So A is consistent action, and the M, okay, is a very important and sometimes very neglected area of this success equation. Okay, the M stands for the mood, MOOD, your mood. Do you know that no matter how disciplined you are, how big your dream is, and how fantastic and wonderful your dream is, but if you don't feel right, the mood is talking about your emotion and your feeling. If you don't feel right about doing it, you're not motivated, you don't every day you just drag your feet and you just don't have that right feeling, right? It's not going to work. So mood and how you feel is very important. So I want to encourage you to look into this thing called mood, your feeling, because your emotion is the greatest driver, okay, in your life. And remember, I was a younger a younger person in faith, okay, when I first joined the church, I know some leaders tell me, and I don't think they are right, okay, when they say that, faith is not a feeling. Faith is not a feeling. But that's so untrue, because faith, definition of faith is being sure of what you hope for and being certain of what you do not see. So when you're sure of something, when you're certain of something, right, that you cannot see, you have that feeling of certainty. You have that feeling, just that good feeling that you are sure that you're going to get it. So faith is really a feeling, So I think the mood and your emotion and your feeling has always been downplayed, okay, being replaced, really by a lot of things like sacrifice, a lot of things like just gotta do it, gotta bite your tongue and just go for it, and I think that those people who advocate that, yeah, they may find some success, but it's going to be really hard. It will be hard going, and I don't see it sustainable, okay, in a lot of people, who just bite their tongue and just go for it. So we need to be wise and know how to regulate our emotion and our feeling and our mood. So check what improves our mood, okay? Do you know that a lot of things is governed by biology in a human being? Like our hormones, our hormone will throw us off guard, if you are not aware of it. When we grow older, certain hormones in our body depletes, right? Like as a man, our testosterone is being reduced by the day as we age, right? And if we don't control that part, that thing that gives us, this man a drive, give man libido, or give man the urge to succeed, to conquer, then we find ourselves losing the battle, okay, of our mood. So you see that in modern society, a lot of young people or even old people, right, they are faced with depressive emotions, being over-consuming of internet or technology, and they find themselves caught in this thing that trap them in having bad mood all the time. And if we are not aware of that trap, the emotional trap, right, then I think we lose out in terms of how successful we are in achieving our goal and our dream and our calling or our cause that God has given to us. So important to check on mood. So what regulates mood? I think it's a lot of things, but some of the key things that I do a lot is exercise, having a fitness regimen. That's so important because I've never felt bad, stepping out of the gym, stepping out of a workout, and I've always feel good, feel motivated. Okay, look at your sleep. Your sleep will regulate your mood. Okay, how well you sleep affects the next day, how you feel. Sometimes the entire day. Look at the food you eat. Okay, if you eat clean food, you get clean energy coming out. If you eat bad food, right, I'm sorry, it doesn't contribute to your energy at all. So to your food, so there are a lot of things that regulate your mood. Okay, I know that there are chemicals in our brain, the dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. Okay, those are all feel-good hormones. Think about research into how to trigger these hormones in our body. As a man, look at our testosterone level. As a woman too, of course, androgen. Look at the depletion of all this chemical and all this hormone in our modern life. Check on that. Of course, there is the issue of the dopamine, the happy hormone dopamine, right, being triggered too often. How in a modern life, where we are looking for instant gratification, instant feel good, right? Sometimes there's oversupply of those chemical in our brain that is giving us negative effect as well. So all these things affect mood. So really look into the mood part of the function of a good life. So what is your success in life, your successful life about, is a function of these three things. Your dream, whether you have dreams or not, how you dream, how big is your dream, and how meaningful is your dream. A, your action. And when I'm talking about action, I'm talking about consistent action. What do you do regularly? What is your routine? And finally, your mood. How do you regulate your mood? How do you make yourself happy? How do you trigger different type of hormone in your life and different type of chemical that it gets pumped into your brain? So D.A.M, so important. So with that, I hope you enjoy this episode. Sorry I could not go live, but I hope I can if by end of tonight, I have the time and I can go live and redo this again, okay, in a live format. So if not, okay, I hope you have a good time. So I see you again next week in episode 20. As meditation, maybe I will skip meditation today, but remember your meditation, your breath work, your prayer, so important and so key to regulate your mood, okay, so that you can dream better and you can be a more effective person. Yeah, let's get 1% better every day. Thank you for your time. See you again. Bye bye.